I'm Aaron Brovont. I am a research assistant professor in electrical and computer engineering at Purdue University. So what this project is demonstrating for the first time in the US is heavy-duty dynamic wireless power transfer in what we'd call operational conditions. So first of all, heavy duty. What we mean by that is we're going after commercial trucking. So Class 8, Class 9 semi-trucks pulling commercial trailers. That's what this is geared toward. And then dynamic wireless power transfer. We need to come up with a better name for it, but that's what we call it. So the dynamic part on that just means that it's in motion. So wireless power transfer is something that most people are actually familiar with, whether they know it or not. But the dynamic part of that is the new, what's really new, and that means that we're doing this while the vehicles are traveling down the roadway. Wireless power transfer is just the fancy academic way of saying that we're taking energy, we're channeling it through the roadway and we're delivering it to the vehicle to provide the energy needs of the vehicle. And then I said it in operational conditions. So that just means that this isn't just in the lab, this isn't a toy project, that this is a real world scenario that we've installed the system at large scale in a public roadway with real traffic, real weather conditions, to really find out how this system holds up in the real world. Most people really are familiar with wireless power transfer because it's everywhere. So wireless power transfer relies on what academically we call magnetic induction. It's the exact same fundamental idea as what we use with cell phones on charging pads. So if you have a charging pad and you set your cell phone down on it, that's the same fundamental idea. There's a current, the electronics of the pad drive a current in the coil in the pad. That causes a current to flow inside the phone, which is used to charge the battery. So it's the exact same idea, just the difference are the details, right? So when you're talking about a cell phone, we're talking about 15 watts. It's not a lot of power. In the roadway here, we're talking about 150,000 watts up to 200,000 watts or more. So over 10,000 times the amount of power. And not only that, but the system, the magnetic induction works really well when your target unit is right on top of the pad. Now, since we're doing this dynamically in motion, we can't do that, right? The receiver pad has to maintain ground clearance, and then we have to embed the system deep into the concrete to protect it. So we're talking 10 to 13 inches of gap. And as an engineering standpoint, that's the big challenge of the system. So that's the part of this that we've worked really hard to overcome and that we're excited to see working in the roadway. They key down very early that if this technology is going to work, it has to be able to make commercial trucking specifically improve performance and lower costs for commercial trucking. So from the very beginning, we designed the system as a heavy-duty system, and that also prioritizes interoperability, because if we have this system that's good for high power, we can also deliver at low power as well. So this is going to be an interoperable system that works for the heaviest classes of trucks, Class 8, Class 9, all the way down to passenger vehicles. And that was built in from the very concept of this project. You know, what's driving this project is that we're thinking, how can we make transportation better? You know, this isn't about gasoline, diesel, or electric vehicles. What we're really driving for here, no pun intended, is to make transportation better and lower the cost. And so this is about, electric vehicles have a lot of goodness to them, but the one bad thing they really have right now is a large truck requires a really large battery. To reduce that battery need and make trucks more reliable and less expensive, we need to provide power from somewhere that's not a battery, so they don't have to carry it along with them. So the idea of this project is if we can provide the power the truck needs to carry itself and its cargo down the road, then it doesn't have to carry its energy along with it in the form of a battery or gasoline or diesel. And that makes it safer and it makes it less expensive.